The last standard that I want to go into, Standard 7 of the ISTE Standards, is the Global Communicator Standard. Now, this standard reads as follows. Students use digital tools to broaden their perspectives and enrich their learning by collaborating with others and working effectively in teams locally and globally. The reason why I'm stuttering is because this standard encompasses a lot of what esports are. The standard indicators read, students use digital tools to connect with learners from a variety of backgrounds and cultures, engaging with them in ways that broaden mutual understanding and learning. Playing basketball, playing baseball, playing football at a high school level only can take you as far as how well your team does, can only take you as far as the bus is able to go, only takes you as far as you can afford in a lot of cases. And a lot of times for school districts, that's state level. So you're not really going outside of your state. Some schools are lucky enough that they can take some teams to invitationals around the country, and mostly that's in basketball, sometimes that's in baseball. In esports right now, I can start a team right here. I can have a team going right here at my house. We could be playing people from China. We could be playing people from South Korea. We could be playing people from Brazil. We could be playing people from Denmark. Esports is about creating global collaboration, hands down. That's all that it does. It creates global levels of, I shouldn't say that it's all that it does, because it's not, or else I wouldn't have this podcast, but it's the big thing. One of the big things, one of the pillars, I guess you could say, that makes esports really stand out is the global community, is the global culture that's developing around this. Racine is a city that sits between one of the greatest cities in the world, Chicago, and another great city of the world, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And while those two seem very close, because you can get to each of those in probably around an hour, Milwaukee less than an hour, Chicago around an hour, depending on traffic, it is still a world away for a lot of kids. It is still a place where I have met people who have not left the city of Racine. They've gone to high school here, gotten a job here. They go other places for vacation, but they haven't really connected to anybody outside. And this is a city and a community that's changing rapidly in the next few years. For those of you who don't know, we have a $10 billion LED plant going in here in Racine area by a company called Foxconn. Foxconn, if you are unaware, is a company, for example, that puts together and assembles Apple's iPhones. Okay, so I'm sure many of you have iPhones, but that is a company that's a Taiwanese company moving in here to Racine. And as I look at the Racine Unified School District, I say, how do we develop global connections for our students at high school? Well, a couple ways. We have our academies, which ties them into the job field, but we have to make sure that our students understand that the global world is more than just a job. The global world is understanding the global world. That sounds redundant. Okay. We have to help our students understand that the world is more than just their job. The world is what we tie into every day. It is the world. There's a lot of times where I go online and I see people who just do not connect with other cultures really well. They don't connect with people really well. They have a very myopic mindset, a very narrow focus on where their beliefs are, and an intolerance for what other people believe. And I feel that esports allows our students to explore not just their local issues as things are changing here, but also the global issues. It is allowing our students to use collaborative technologies to get to know other people, whether they physically meet them or not. And it is also one that is going to help students to work effectively towards a common goal. And what's great is that, again, the team, while it is ideal to have your team all here, say in the same room while you're competing, in some cases there are students who are not able to do that. And we have to create a acceptance that doing things virtually, in some ways in this case, for some of our students is going to be the way they connect with others. And we have to honor that, and we have to honor gameplay.